Hi guys, it's Phoebe, and today I'm going to be playing another 15 plus 10 chess game. So we're playing Ernie in this case. We're white. I'm going to play d4, going for c4, the queen's gambit. So knight f6, c4. e6 is played, and I can go again with my normal knight c3 move. Okay, so d5 is played. Right now I'm going to play. Okay, well, I was planning on playing e3 with knight e2. But since they played d5, I need to think. e3 seems okay. I do block my bishop, but my bishop's going to go to d2 in the future. And I should play knight f3 first. Just developing my pieces, and then I'll play e3. c6 is played. Now they're threatening to take on c4, and they would defend, so I'm going to have to play e3, just defending this pawn. Okay, bishop d6, and what are they threatening? e5 technically isn't possible. They're not threatening anything big right now. My knight is not pinned to my king, which is a relief. Knight e5 might be a possibility. Knight e5 and f4. Or I could develop my bishop first and then go for knight e5, just so I can castle first and possibly play rook f3 to g3. If I were to develop my pieces, I would put my bishop onto d3. Okay, knight d7. Technically now, I can't play knight e5. Looks like they could be threatening e5 in the future. I'm not sure if I can stop that right now. e4 looks tempting. After d takes c4, bishop takes c4, my position isn't that much worse. And if d takes e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, my position is honestly not that bad. c5 could also be a possibility, but I could also play c takes d5. c takes d5 doesn't really do anything, and c5 closes off the position, and black is the one who can break up in the center with e5 in the future. So I'm gonna go with Okay, so black just played d takes e4, and I'm gonna go take back with the knight, just because I want to keep my doubled bishops right now, and taking with my bishop wouldn't be that good anyways. Okay, knight to e4, bishop takes e4. Knight f6 is played, and my bishop is being attacked. I think just moving back in this position is good enough. Okay, so queen a5 was played, my king is being checked, and in this case it looks like I can just play bishop d2 and block their check. If they play bishop b4, I could just castle, honestly. I definitely don't really want to lose my bishop, but playing bishop d2 is like the only good move in this position, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, bishop b4 was played, like I suspected. I don't think taking would be the best move in this position. I think I could just castle. I would have to give up my bishop anyways, so I can't really stop that from happening. Okay, the bishop took. Now, it's come to if I should take with my queen or with my knight. Honestly, I feel like taking with my queen would be better in this position. Just because if I take with my knight, they have a queen, and my position would be more backwards instead of forwards. So I'd rather have that like in a position where we don't have as many pieces compared to when we do. Okay, so queen to c7. And knight e5 is really tempting right now. Knight e5 and f4. If my d4 pawn gets attacked, my queen can defend and I can move my rooks onto the d file, so that won't be a problem. Okay, c5 is played, and my d4 pawn does indeed get attacked. However, is this a big deal or not? I can play f4 and defend the knight and just let my pawn get lost. But I can also protect my pawn with my queen. However, if I do that, the queen can put pressure on this d4 pawn once again, and then I won't really be able to defend it very well. So in this case, I think I'd rather just protect my knight and lose this pawn than do anything further with that. So. Okay, they took my pawn. Now I'm going to move my rook onto the d file just so I can put pressure on this d pawn if I move my bishop away. Right now my pieces are pretty safe, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, castled, they castled. Now, technically if I move my bishop away, they can just defend this d4 pawn with their rook. But, maybe I should move my queen towards the king side and go with queen f2, queen h4, and then rook f3, rook g3, because in this position, I just want to attack, you know? Okay, g6 was played, and now I guess they kind of stopped my threat, but I can still go for queen h4 and then moving my rook up into onto the h file, for example. If I do play queen h4, queen e7, then like my position is not that bad. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, king to g7, and now might be the good opportunity for me to bring my rook forward. Although I can't necessarily get an attacking position right now, I could play g4, g5 in the future. Rook h8 might also be an option for black, but I don't think it does much. Okay, just like I talked about before, Black played Rook H8, and I'm debating playing Rook H3 right now, because after Black could play something like H5, and that would stop my threat. So I'm just not sure right now. I'm gonna go with Rook H3, and if G5 is played, I'm gonna play G4. Okay, Queen D8 is played, and I can't really play Queen H6 right now because after King moves to G8, the Queen can go to F8 and just stop all my threats. So I'm gonna have to find another way to basically just do something. If I'm going to be honest, G4, sorry, doesn't look like a very terrible move. After I play G5, the knight could go to H5 though, and then my threats are kind of stopped. After that, I would consider playing Bishop E2 though. So kind of stops, but not necessarily stopped. My position is not worse yet. So what should I do? Or go for G4? Okay, bishop d7 is played, and now what am I going to do? So I'm thinking of playing g5 in this position, and if the knight goes to h5, I'll play bishop e2, attacking that knight. And otherwise, if the knight moves back, for example, to g8, then technically my threats of queen h6 is kind of gone, so maybe it might not be the best move. Queen h6, king g8, and then how about queen h6, king g8, then I could play g5, attacking the knight, and yeah, that would actually be a good move, because that's gonna have to go here, blocking the queen from attacking my queen. Okay, the knight goes to h5. I kind of didn't calculate that, but I could... What could I do? Technically, I kind of calculated it. Like, if queen goes to f8, then this bishop would be hanging. I think that's what I was thinking about in the first place, but I don't really have, like, a clear attack right now. So, I'm still debating what to do. My f4 pawn is also hanging. What if I were to play, like, f5 or something, just opening up the diagonal? I don't think that would be, like, a good move in general, though. Maybe rook f1, f5, g takes f5, something along those lines. So f5, e takes f5, bishop takes f5, bishop takes f5. Just something to do on this file, because right now my position is not the best. Okay, bishop goes to c6, controlling the h1 diagonal, or h1 c6 diagonal, and the queen can go to f8 now because my knight wouldn't be attacking it, which is kind of a problem. Thinking about f5 now, because after e takes f5, bishop takes f5, g takes f5. I would be able to play rook takes h5. So it's kind of like a trade of pieces, and then I could play rook takes f5 after that. Okay, Queen f8 is played now. I think in this position, I could just go ahead and play what? F takes g6. If the queen takes my queen, then I can play g takes f7. If they play h takes g6, then I can play... What can I play? F takes g6, queen takes g6, pawn takes d6, and then if the pawn takes, then I technically am attacking the f7 square, so I like how my position is going, or where my position is going. Okay, queen takes my queen, and in this position, maybe I can play g takes f7 first, just getting that good pawn position and checking, and then I could play g takes h6. Okay, so my opponent ran out of time. I won my game, and I'm pretty happy with how I played. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a awesome day.